Hello, let's do the New York Times Hard Sudoku for February 20th, 2025. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. All right, let's start with this 2 and 8. So vertically we have two 2s here along with this one, putting a 2 in one of these two. Horizontally I am not seeing, oh actually we have this 2 and this 2, so when I say not seeing anything, what I mean is we can place the 2 in this box. Now these two 2s look over, putting a 2 somewhere up here, and these two 2s look in here, along with this 2, putting a 2 in one of these two. Now this 2 looking in here actually puts a 2 in one of these two, but that's not super helpful. Okay, I think that's all we get out of the 2s, but that was pretty good. Let's do the 6 and 8. So the 6 looks into here, and these are filled, so it puts a 6 in one of these two. That does point down, eliminating 6 from all these cells, but I'm not seeing a good follow-up on that, so we'll just have to remember. In here, we do have two 6s looking in this box, and then this 6 allows us to place the 6. That places this 6. There, we don't have to remember the pointing now. Very nice. We have, actually, how many 6s do we have? Just these 5. So this box, we already knew that. Okay, I don't see anything else to do with 6s there. I want to look for anything looking up through here, though. So it's the 4 and the 7. So the 7 doesn't have a buddy, but the 4 does look up. This 4 looks in. It puts a 4 in one of these two. That's going to point in here with this 4, putting a 4 in one of these two. Okay. With a 4 in one of these two, we want to check where can the 4 go in this column. Unfortunately, it's open to any of these three. Okay. I'm going to go through the givens in this box, and then we'll look at this triple. So starting with the 2, we don't have to horizontally scan much on these because we already kind of covered it. But we want to make sure we cut the verticals, especially. The 4, the 5. I am just doing a quick double check. Okay, so I missed this. Or actually, this is the first time I could have really seen it. This 5 looks through here. This 5 looks up. Putting a 5 in one of these two. That points down with this 5. Putting a 5 in one of these two. That's why we check these. The 6 we took care of. The 8s we got vertically. There's an 8 one of these two. Since we marked it like this, we want to check this row. And actually, we do see something in this row. We can actually place the 8. Because obviously 8's not in any of these cells. The 8's here. This 8 tells us it's not here. But these corner mark 8s are a little bit more local, telling us that. And that's why we're checking in the first place. We have this 8 here looking down. And this 8 here looking down. So there's actually only one place in the row for 8. So we can place it. So even though there's multiple places, say, in this box for 8, this row needs an 8. And this is the only place. So we can place it. These 8s look in here. This 8 looks through. Placing this 8, and now these 8s look in here, along with this one, putting an 8 in one of these two. Can we do anything with 8 in this box? That's one of these two cells. In fact, we are down to 3 8s, and it's this classic L-shaped pattern that if you have 3 of a digit left and you can't place them, it's going to be an L shape like this one. All right. So there we go. That was the 8s. This is why we look at the digits. There's some low-hanging fruit down here and here, but I just want to finish the 9 first so I don't forget. So we do have these two 9s along with this one, putting a 9 in one of these two. Now, why aren't we checking this row? Because we already know there's a 9 in this row. The reason we check these 8s is because this 2 was occupying this spot. That means we didn't need an 8 over here to eliminate it from here. I hope that makes sense. All right. I want to look at this box. I want to look at this row at the very least. So let's start here. We need 1, 3, and 7, and it's just completely open. And then this row, we need, is it also 1, 3, 7? It's also 1, 3, 7, and this cannot be the 1 or the 7. So this has to be a 3, and that leaves a 1, 7 pair here. Interesting that it was the same triple. This 3, I'm just following up on what we got. This 3 looks up, this 3 looks in, putting a 3 in one of these two. That points in here with this 3. Putting a 3 somewhere in here, one of these 3. Okay. Is there anything else that we want to follow up on before? Yeah, this row's down to 5. Let's not look at that yet. Although this isn't 4 or 7, so this row still needs 4 or 7, and it can't go here. So this is limited to 3 or fewer digits, because that's just math, right? There's 5 digits left, and it's not 2 of them. So it's down to 3 or fewer. So we need a 1. We have 2. We need 3. It can't be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It could be 9. So 1, 3, 9. All right. I am going to move on to the next band here. So we'll start with this 8. We kind of took care of the 8s. All right. We've got the 2, 6, and 9. So the first thing I want to check is whether 2, 6, 9 is interesting for this row. It's pretty close to interesting, but not, unfortunately. What we're looking for is if any of these cells can't be all of 2, 6, 9. So like this cell can't be 2, 6. But the 9 could still escape there. This cell can't be 2, 9, but the 6 could still escape there. So kind of unfortunate. But we don't quite have a 2, 6, 9 hidden triple here, but we're pretty close. So that's something to keep an eye on. But let's just go through each digit individually. We took care of the 2, it looks like. The 6, I believe we did take care of. Oh, actually, no, the 6 is great. It looks in here. Puts a 6 in one of these two. And now what we have is called a hidden pair, because what these corner marks are telling us is one of these cells is a 2, and one of these cells is a 6. Well, if one's a 2 and one's a 6, you can't fit anything else in there. Specifically, whatever goes in these two cells, we can't fit in there. So 1, 2, 3, we need a 4, and we need a 9. So this is a 4-9 pair. That 4-9 pair is, they shares a row, right? So even though we found it for the box, the row, this is the 4 and the 9 for the row, right? It's a 4-9 pair, so this can't not be a 9. That places the 9 up here. I'm trying to see if we can follow up on the 9, but we already have them there. We have them there. We have the 4-9, so I'm not seeing anything. And that was one of the digits from my 2-6-9. So now we're down to 2-6, which still cannot be placed. We know one of them's here, and the other one's in one of these two. Okay, so that was pretty good. So what about 4 in the 4-9 pair? Does that do anything? Ah, so close. Is there anything else that joins the 2 and the 4 in these three cells? Like the 6, maybe? The 6, not quite. All right, no, I don't think there is. Okay, not right now. All right, so that was pretty good. That was just looking at the 6, right? So, cool. Let's look at we did the 2, 6, how about the 9? Okay, we took care of 9s. Actually, no, this 9 looks down, putting a 9 in one of these two. And that makes a hidden 8-9 pair. Look at our overlapping corner marks there. Same thing we had with the 2-6. So this is a hidden 8-9 pair, leaving behind a 2 and something else. A 2 and a 4. So that 2-4 pair looks up, telling us that can't be 4, placing this 4. This is very handy. 2-4 pair also removes 4 from all these. 4 looks down. It's a 4 in one of these two cells. We have a lot of corner marks in this box, and none of them touch this cell. So I'm just going to look at it real quick. Can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. So the only digit left is 7. So it's a naked 7. Amazing. That leaves behind 3, 5, 8, 9. So this is 3, 5. Oops. This is 3, 5, 8. This can't be 8. So this is 3, 5. Oh, neither of these can be 8. 3, 5, 9. And this is only 3, 5, so it can't be 9 either. All right, I'm not seeing anything to do with those. This is also, like, these 3 are avoiding the 3 and the 8. Actually, this is a hidden 3, 8. I didn't notice that we did that. So this 3, 8 looks in, this 3, 8 looks in, and that causes a hidden 3, 8 pair. It's sometimes harder to see when you have other corner marks involved, but this is a hidden 3, 8 pair, meaning nothing other than 3 or 8 can go in these two cells. Otherwise, we won't be able to place a 3 or an 8. Like, let's look what happens, right? If I place a 5 here, this box still needs a 3 and an 8. They can't go here, and they can't go here, or any of these. So we're forced to put the 3 and the 8 in one cell, which we can't do. So that's not a 5. This is 3, 8. And this can't be a 4 now, so that places our 4. And then it leaves behind a pair, which will then make a single there. So this is 1, 5. Actually, the 1 tells us that's 1, that's 5. And then this final digit looks like it's a 7. Cool, so those can't be 7, placing the 7 in this box. The 1, 3 pair I should have applied earlier. This can only be 9. I don't know how that happened. Oh, because it was just made a 1, 3 pair. Never mind. It was 1, 3, 7 earlier. Just made the pair. So no worries there. The 7's in one of these two. I'm just looking at what looks into here because we just filled out this 9. I was looking elsewhere. Let's just think about. I guess I'll think about the 6 cells this box needs. It needs a 1. Not great. The 2's up here. It needs a 3. I'm looking specifically at these. So we have the 1 and the 3 looking up here. And the 5. These can't be 1, 3, 5. That's 3 of the 6 digits. It can't be. So what are the remaining digits? This can be 2. This can be 4. Oh, is this a naked 4? This is 2, 7. So it can't be 1, 2, 3. I think it is a 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, this is a naked 4. Okay. It can only be 4, so it must be. That's 9 and 4. So this is down to 2, 7, but it can't be a 7. So that's 2, that's 7. We may have cracked this puzzle already. This is 4 and 2. I mean, we are 10 minutes in, but I explained things. It's just like I barely like touched on my normal scanning, but the low-hanging fruit have kind of just finished this puzzle. We have this 3-8 pair, so that leaves behind 2. What am I missing? 2, 4, 6. The 4 can only go here, so we have this 4, and so then this can't be a 2. So this is our 6 and 2. Places the 2 in this box as well. That's our 6. Row finishes with a 1. That gives us 3 and 1. This 2 actually gives us this 2 as well. That can't be 3. In fact, we just have a triple left. The 3 is in one of these two. We have the 5, and we have a 7. So this is naked 5. All right. 1, 3, 5, 9. Really, 1, 3, 5, 9. Can't be 5. So 1, 3, 9. Oops. Oh, 9. 1, 3, 5 can't be 5. 5 in this row can only go there. All right. I mean, pretty much anywhere we look, we're going to find stuff now. We need 1, 3, 5. 5 can only go there. This is 1, 3. That's a 1, 3 pair, which gives us this 7 and this 1. This column needs a 1, which can only go there, and it needs a 3. This column needs a 6 and 9. Nice. It's not resolved yet. Here we need a 3, 7, 8. Cleans up a little bit, but it's not. Oh, it is resolved. Where's the 8? Oh, because 8 is wrong. What do we actually need? 1, 2, 3, 3, 6, 7. There we go. Okay. Whoops. What's the other digit with 8? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 8. So this 4 tells us that's 8. That's 4. That's our 9 and 8. That's our 6 and 9. That's a 3, 7, 3. We get our 6 here. We get our 3, 1, and 9, 3 and 8, 1 and 3. Final digits are 5 and 7, which go like that. All right. Yeah, not too bad today. Had some interesting patterns. I didn't notice too much geometry, but we had some nice pointing in this one. So I enjoyed that. Some good pairs as well. Cool. Well, let me know how you did. If you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.